My name is Araceli Perez, and here we have my friend Santiago, and that's my other friend Santiago, and then that's my friend Laura, and then that's my friend Sam, and then this is my roommate Emily. And my name is Araceli Perez, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the LGBT rights. So, the LGBT community consists of people with a specific sexual orientation. Many are looked down upon and even shamed for their sexual interests, depending on where they live. Others celebrate annual parades in celebration of this community for being happy with their sexual identity and embracing it in full by dressing up or participating in the floats that they have strolling down a major city. I really want to emphasize the unjust treatment that LGBT community members have to face in certain states. The connection that two people share has nothing to do with anyone else, yet people are getting teased and harassed because of their sexual identity and who they choose to love. Which brings me to my first point, the legalization of same-sex marriage. Although it is legalized in all 50 states, it is still not recognized in most. This was a huge victory for the LGBT community, and this granted access to homosexual couples, allowing them to receive a marriage license. This also occurred during President Obama's presidency in July. After July 26, 2015, a lot of members of the LGBT community were being assaulted and treated inadequately. Same-sex marriage is still banned from 13 states, those states being Arkansas, Georgia, Louisiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi, Nebraska, North Dakota, Ohio, South Dakota, Texas, and Tennessee. Which brings me to my third point, how this affects the LGBT community. Discrimination rates are high in the LGBT community. People endure constant bullying and sometimes even physical assault. From the article, The Psychological Impact of LGBT Discrimination by Michael Friedman, he states, discrimination against LGBT people is commonplace. Gay, lesbian, or bisexual people are 10 times more likely to experience discrimination based on sexual orientation as compared to heterosexual people. Harassment like this could lead to situations such as self-harm, or even worse, suicide in most cases. In the article, Mental Health Disorders, Psychological Distress, and Suicidality in Diverse Sample of Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Youths from the American Journal of Public Health, Mutansky et al. States, each episode of LGBT victimization, such as physical or verbal harassment or abuse, increased the likelihood of self-harming behavior by 2.5 times on average. Someone's child, someone's brother, or someone's sister has a 2.5% increase as a greater risk of self-harm if they are gay. Thus meaning someone has a greater chance of self-harm or attempting suicide due to the judgment one receives based off their sexual identity. And not only does this affect many in a community, but once it hits you on a personal level, it's pretty rough. I know me personally, my friends would come out to me first, and before they came out to their parents, they would be very afraid and fearful of what they might think. But in some cases, when my friends did come out to their parents didn't accept them, and they thought that committing suicide would be the best option, and it's not the best option. There are many other options to help deal with this type of issue, which brings me to my final point, my call to action. Help fight and put a stop to homophobia, or simply donate to local LGBT organizations. If you look up the article, 22 LGBT organizations, you need to know under diversity best practices, there you can find LGBT-related organizations. Most of these organizations accept donations to help in the community in need. There are organizations such as those who donate money to homeless/gay transgender kids. Other organizations help out gays and lesbians in the workplace to help economic justice. In conclusion, there are outlets out there. It's just a matter of finding them. Stand up for what you believe in is right and make a call to action. The way one is mistreated for so long could end up to psychological problems. The cost of someone's life could be saved if we ended the homophobic mindset once and for all. Someone's life is a little more at stake each day that the harassment and bullying continues. There needs to be a serious stop to this issue. No one should be taking their own lives to please the lives of others. A relationship between two people is just between those two people, and no one else for that matter. Someone committing suicide due to discrimination is unethical and inhumane. The organizations listed throughout this speech offer help to those in the LGBT community and those who seek help. Donating or being a part of these organizations is a great first start to stepping forward and making a call to action. Thank you.